everybody, I'm Tom Vasel.
Jason Levine.
Today we're taking a look at a classic game, Manhattan, the skyscraper building game, and this is Jason, so of course he has the original version. This game is old enough now. It says 1996 on here.
I told you it came out after Settlers.
Well, no.
Settlers was the first.
But this won the Spiel des Jahres in the year 1994. But this game is so old that the catalog in here doesn't even mention Catan.
I know.
Which is really weird for Mayfair. But this was reprinted several times. It's actually, as far as I can know, currently out of print. But I would be shocked if it didn't come back in print at some point.
Yes.
Another interesting thing about this, the designer of this game, this is not his most famous game, even though this is the only game. No, the designer has had two games win the Spiel des Jahres, Manhattan and Turning Taxis.
And neither one is his most popular.
But his most famous game is Puerto Rico, Andre Seyfried. However, Manhattan is, I don't know if it's my favorite game of his, but it's pretty close. I like Manhattan a lot.
It's set in my favorite city, so that gives it bonus points alone.
Well, kind of set in your favorite city. I'll show you how it works. So here you have Manhattan. The board is broken up into different neighborhoods of Manhattan. In later versions, Manhattan was just one of the cities, and then there was Tokyo and other cities. It doesn't really matter. Each player is going to get a pile of buildings. So you're going to see the different buildings that each player has here. Some of the buildings are 1 story, some are 2 stories, then 3 stories, and 4 stories. And you can see that you have more of the smaller buildings. Each round of the game, you're going to pick 6 buildings. So maybe I'll pick these 6 here. So I took 2 1s, 2 2s, a 3, and a 4. Each player has an extra 1-story building, which they're going to use for scoring over here. And on my turn, each player is going to have 4 cards. These cards are all the same in a sense. They all just show different buildings and things, but they're going to show a different block on a grid of 9 blocks. So I'm going to have 4 cards in my hand. And on my turn, I'm going to play one of these cards facing me. And then I can put a building in that corner in any of these neighborhoods in the city. So I could place a building here, 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 or here. Then I'll draw another card to take its spot. The next time I play a card, I can't pick which way it goes. It has to go the same orientation, which means if I play this card, the building is going to go here. If the person who's sitting next to me plays the card, the building is going to go here. So as the game goes by, buildings are going to be showing up in the different neighborhoods. Now, it's perfectly fine for you to put a building on top of someone else's building, but when you do so, you must have at least as many floors as the person before you. So here I have to have 3 floors because I'm taking over this building. So let's say blue wants to get in on the action, and then they can just top this one off here with 1 light blue. Now orange, if he wants to join in on this, he needs to make sure he has at least 4. So if he puts this one on, that's 7. So now it's going to be harder, and you might run out of the different buildings that you can put. So you can top other people, and you can put your buildings on top of them. You just have to follow that rule. And that's pretty much it. After all players have put out their 6 buildings for the round, you're going to score. Each person will get 1 point for each building. So black here would get 2, and orange would get 3 points. Then in each neighborhood, whoever has the most buildings will get 2 points. So orange would get another 2 points. So for this neighborhood, orange is going to get 1, 2, 3, and then a bonus of 2, so 5 points. Then you'll look over the whole board completely, and whoever has the highest building will get another bonus of 3 points. And then so you'll keep track of that over here, scoring, and players are going to pick 6 more buildings. You'll start another round, placing those buildings out. You're always going to have 4 cards, playing one of those cards. And after the 4th round, whoever has the highest score is the winner of the game. Now this game definitely has a visual appeal, right? People come by, they're like, what are you doing? We're building skyscrapers.
Yes.
And there's a lot of games that have built skyscrapers over the years, were physically or other ways. Like it just came out in New York 1901, which is skyscrapers, but they're still flat on the board.
But they're flat.
Because this one, you build the skyscrapers, it just looks cool. And this is probably the best skyscraper game there is. Even so. Still, we are now 20 years from when this game was reprinted, and it still stays strong in that regard.
Yes, it holds up after all this time. It's a very simple game, but you're always fighting. You're always fighting to try to be the one on the top, but you have to be careful because you get locked out, and if you end up fighting with someone over an area, someone else is going to take over a different area of the board and just completely wail on you because they're not in the competition for the highest one in an area or for the most in an area. So it's very interesting when I'm going to cap you, I'm going to cap you back, I'm going to cap you back, and you fight for that big building in each area.
I'm going to cap you. But Jason's absolutely correct there. You have to be very cautious. This game's so in your face. That you could get caught up doing that and lose the game because you're not. It's really critical to get out as many skyscrapers as possible. Yes, you get 3 points for having the highest skyscraper, but if I control 2 cities and get 2 points for each of those, I'm already better than you.
Yes.
So the highest skyscraper is more. I think it's more of a built highest skyscraper. But it's not really the most important thing. There's some luck in the card draw, like, oh, well, I'm looking for this card. But really, if I can only build into one corner, there's still 6 different cities to build in. So you're fighting with everybody over that. If you're ahead in the first round, you gotta be careful because everyone else is like, oh, wow, let's keep capping
him.
Cap his. I think capping is probably not the best verb here, but I know what you mean. This game is very appealing. Even though it's kind of mean, it's kind of fun mean. It doesn't feel like that awful. Oh, you put something on my skyscraper, because you can do it right back, usually.
Yes.
And because of that, this is a very solid family game. Definitely is one of the most deserving Spiel des Jahres winners.
Yes.
This to me, when I play, like, oh yeah, obviously, Spiel des Jahres. And if you get a chance to play this or get a copy, I'd recommend it.
Yes, it's just well done. It's well balanced. It's very simple. It's not a heavy game. It's probably his least heavy game out of all the games that he's done that are his popular ones, but it's a great little light game.
What's your awesomeness rating?
I'd say awesomeness rating 7.
Well, for once, I'm more awesome than Jason. This is an 8.5 for me. I really like it. I love the visual appeal of it. I love the simplicity of it. I love the in-your-face, and it's just very appealing game. That's Manhattan.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.